Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to Just For Me and You podcast. I'm your host, Love, and welcome back to another one. You guys, I know, you probably was like, where did she go? What happened? I thought we were still with the season. It's been a month, like someone call her. What happened? Child, it's just priorities. It was just the priorities. The priorities was prioritizing, and I'm sorry, the podcast just fell to the bottom of the priority list. It went school, it went work, it went me and my sanity, and then it went to the next and next. And the podcast just did not fit into my weekly need to get done stuff, unfortunately, because every single week it'd be like I'd be filming on Sundays. It'd be like Sunday, and I'm like, yeah, like we gotta film to get it up on Tuesday. Child, Sundays down bad, doing homework, crazy, napping, sleeping, trying to revive myself because it was just chaos. It was just real chaotic. There was a lot of things I needed to do. I needed to get done, and the podcast just wasn't the priority. As y'all know, this is my little hobby. This is my little safe space. It's not going to take the front seat all the time unless I'm getting paid for it. And I don't think in this lifetime I would be getting paid for this podcast. I would love to continue on and do this podcast and get paid for it. But that's not why I started the podcast. And child, I'm not even going to lie. Being paid for it would be real nice. It would be real nice. I'm not going to lie. It would be nice. But unfortunately, that's not what it is. So if I'm inconsistent, I go where the money go. I go where my money goes. And my money has gone to my school. And where I get my money is from my job. So those were my two main squeezes for this past month. But I genuinely did miss coming on the podcast and talking to y'all. And I'm just so happy and so excited. I feel like so much has happened, so much that I wanted to share. Like, I literally don't have anything written, don't have anything scripted. I just wanted to talk to you guys because I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but this is literally me wrapping up season 2 so I can like fully, indulge in the holiday season, get my life together, figure out my goals for 2024, live my best life, and come back to this podcast revamped. Like, y'all know, season 1, we have the camera, we have the microphone, we have the little setup. This year, we have gotten a camera, we have gotten a mic, we have gotten a setup, and we have gotten better at editing midway through. So it's like improvement upon improvement upon improvement. I really, like, my goal for next year in this pod, I want to include music more. I want to have my friends on here for real. I always be like, yeah, friends, come on. I be busy and they be busy, and adulting is just rough for everyone involved in adulting. So it's been difficult thinking about how I want to get people on here, how I want that to look like, everything bada bing bada boom. But I really truly want to work on adding more of a musical element to this, because as much as I think y'all love my voice, I would give for a little background music. It would give for, like, when I give song suggestions, y'all can hear a little snippet. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how this whole copyright thing, strike, thing on your video, thing works. So, I don't know. We're going to play around with it for next season and see how it goes, because I really, truly do want to add a musical element. And I want to add an extrañón person on the podcast. I want, like, my bestie on here. I want my family on here. I want to have, like, real cute, juicy conversations, because I feel like I give. I know I give because we've been here. We've been locked in to this podcast. Like, I be chatting my stuff, I be coming with the heat and the fire and the good knowledge, and I just be coming with the good energy. So we have a rapport. But I I want to see how the dynamic switches when I have a partner. And we're having a conversation, including y'all in there. And, ooh, child, I just thought about it. I want to do reactions so bad. I don't even know if that's like a podcast thing. I want to add like extra stuff to the podcast universe, the podcast channel. Like, I was just thinking about it because Chris Brown dropped an album. As you may or may not know, I am probably the biggest Chris Brown fan you will ever meet in your whole entire life. And I've been said, like, when he drops stuff, I want to, like, react to it. And just because I think I'm just comical. Like, I think I'm just so dramatic for no reason. Like, this man has me in a chokehold that will never be unleashed, released, anything in this lifetime. Like, whatever journey I'm on, I'm taking that man with me. That man is the soundtrack to my life. I ride for that man. We ride at dawn. Like, that is my man, my man, my man. And maybe I just want to add more stuff. Like, even when I was like, I want y'all to get ready with me, like, pre-podcast and everything like that. Like, I think, you know, the Just For Me and You podcast is going to be a thing. And, like, intimist. I'm just spitting ideas. We'll see where this goes, how this goes. Because literally this is just for my enjoyment. Like, I be seeing the views that I be getting on the podcast. Like, bare minimum, I be getting 10 views. Like, y'all don't care about me. Like, it's really just for me to have an outlet to have fun and, like, be creative and, like, do whatever. So, that's what I'm gonna do with it, y'all. Like, it's gonna be so fun. Like, I'm just spitballing ideas for season 3 because I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Not me serenading you guys. That's crazy. But, yeah. Like, I just have high hopes for season 3. So sorry, so sad that it took me this long to wrap up season 2. Like, I did not want to be gone for a month, but it just had to be done. It had to be had. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I knew once I hit episode 20, I was like, this is where I should wrap up the podcast. Because I just know, like, midterm, school is gonna get into gear, like, work and things like that. And then I was talking to some people, and it was like, maybe you should just keep going if you're feeling the vibe. And I was like, yeah, I'll keep going if I feel it. I should have listened to me. Because I feel bad I left y'all hanging for a month. I hate going ghost on people. That's a story for another time. But, yeah, I'm here to wrap it up then. But I just want to quickly touch on, I feel like it's not right if I come on here and I'm chatting and I don't give y'all like some sincerity, like some words from the heart, some advice, some things to give out into like the universe and like be a positive parent, you know. I'm trying to like think and reflect on what this month gave to me and like what I've learned. Honestly, I learned the importance of just like taking care of myself. And also, I'm gonna say this and everyone's gonna be like, yes, like you've like been time management. It's in moments when you are drowning in the amount of things that you need to get done that you have pushed off to the last minute and there's no time and you like prioritize napping over being productive and getting things done. I'm doing this podcast in the dark. Like, it is dark outside. I missed sunset. You know, with the time change, the sun went down. That was not the plan. I took a nap. And I was like, I'll do it when I get up. Child, it is dark outside. So it's just like time management and taking care of myself so I could just be 100% myself and like not feel the need to constantly I need to go to bed earlier. And I need to work on my time management. And it all is just it's all just a trickle down effect. It all just trickles, mends together and creates this one big thing of like dysfunction. And That's really what it is. It's been dysfunctional. It's been a dysfunctional month. And I just learned you got to prioritize the things that you need to do first before you try to do what you want to do. Because a lot of the times I feel like I put what I want before what I need, because I know once crunch time comes around, the worst and best procrastinator you have ever met in your whole entire existence. I procrastinate to the point where I know this is like the point where I get no sleep. I stay up so crazy amounts of time to get it done because I know I will get it done in that amount of time. That is not a good way to think. I should be trying to get things done earlier. But in my head, I'm like, if I have leeway, like if I have options, if I have wiggle room, I'm gonna wiggle it. Like, who needs to get stuff done when it's not necessary? The pressure's not on. But the thing about me is I don't like that I'm a procrastinator. You guys, I don't like that I'm a procrastinator. It gives me anxiety, it gives me stress. Do you think I love writing a 12-page paper in 2 days? It's not fun for me at all, but I do it to myself every single time, and I never learn until the pressure is getting worse. I never learn until that point. But this time, especially now putting out into the universe the things that I'm hoping for season 3, and just like the change and dynamic that is going to become of my life once my semester wraps up and I'm in my last semester and things are just looking a little different. Hey, we gotta get it together. We gotta get it together. And time management is the key. I know it's too early to be talking about New Year's resolutions, but time management is one of the ones on there. Ooh, I gotta get my vision board together. That could be a thing. I'm already thinking. But I don't know. I guess one thing that I could say is, even though I feel bad that like I went away for like a month and that was like my consistency went like went crazy down. I'm happy I did it. And I'm happy I didn't put a pressure on myself to kind of like produce things that weren't authentic to me. Like every single time during this season and last season I've taken a break, it's because I wanted this to still be fun for me, and I wanted to make sure I came on here genuine and didn't put out a persona or put out something that wasn't true to me. And I feel like every single time I step in front of this camera, I hook up this mic and I record something, I want it to be me, like 1,000% me, in the best form of myself that I could give. Because everything that you put on the internet lasts forever and all that good stuff. And just I don't know what could happen. Like, I don't know what could happen with this podcast. I don't know what can happen with me. Maybe, I don't know how long I'm going to keep this going. But whoever stumbles upon this and, like, takes this in and, like, enjoys my podcast, I want it to be something I look back on and I'm like, that was really fun for me. I really love what I did with that. And everything I said, I stick by it. I said what I said and I meant what I said, you know? And I just think, for what it's worth and what it is, this podcast has been such a beautiful platform to me. Like, this podcast brings me joy that's unmatched. I feel like the like teenage me or like the younger me that like wanted to be like a YouTuber and like do all this thing, it's like it's fulfilling like one of those like dream things for me. And it's one thing I always want to find joy in, find comfort in, and feel calm about it. And I guess what I can say is, if you have something that you enjoy, that you do selflessly for yourself and just like with genuine intent and authenticity, and whatever it is, if you need to take breaks to make sure that you can still enjoy something, then do that. Because I feel like once something you enjoy becomes mandatory or becomes something that's not creative anymore to you, it changes the dynamic. That's why I'm like, I don't care if I get paid or if I don't get paid for this podcast, because as much as I would love for it to be a job or something, I am perfectly fine with it being just something I do for me, something I do for fun, something I do as a hobby, because that guarantees it to be something that's fun, something that I'll enjoy, and something that's like on my time. It's a hobby. Hobbies are on your time when you have time and in ways that you enjoy. And that's really what this podcast is to me. And since it is kind of a season 2 wrap up, I want to thank everyone who has been consistent listeners to this season, to last season, who's checked out my music playlist, who has listened to me drown on and found a connection in me, relatability within me. I don't know, who just like the podcast or like do whatever. Like if you have me on the background while you just like chill or like clean your house or something, like that's awesome to me. And I just want to thank you guys. I've seen the reception, even though it's been small. Y'all have been mighty. And I know I said I was going to publicly announce that I have a podcast. I'm going to do that. And we'll see what gets done with that. And yeah, just thank y'all for listening. And it's no pressure. It's no nothing. This is always going to be something that I enjoy. And I can't wait to come back for season 3. And I hope y'all enjoy your holidays and the new year. And I will see y'all in 2024. And you know, I can't leave y'all without a song recommendation, you guys. And I don't know, if y'all are feeling fun, funky, and fresh, leave me recommendations, topics, things you want me to talk about, questions, comments, concerns in the comment section. My Instagram is always linked in my bio. Don't talk to me crazy. I'm telling you now because I will ignore you. But yeah, connect with me. Let me know that y'all listen, y'all watch, and y'all enjoy the content. But let me give y'all this song recommendation and be on my way. So you know, I mentioned earlier that Chris Brown has dropped an album. I have to recommend a song off the album. Like, I have to. I can't not recommend a song off the album. And I think I want to recommend the project as a whole, 10 out of 10. And that's not just me being biased. Ooh, ooh. I feel like this is going to be a whole separate thing. If there is a deluxe version of this album dropping, I will put a reaction and a whole thing on this channel to get in depth and to dive into deeply why I mess with this album so heavy. But I will say this album is truly a 10 out of 10. If you enjoy R&B, if you enjoy Chris Brown, if you have not listened to this album, listen to the album. And if you are a real Team Breezy, die-hard Chris Brown fan, you are going to understand why this album is what it is and gave what it needs to gave in terms of consistency, track list, production, lyrically. This is gonna have to be a separate thing. This is gonna have to be a separate thing. Aside, that is the word. Aside from season 2 and everything, if there is a deluxe version dropped, you will see me again on this channel. You will. I promise you, you will. But this, see, don't get me started because I was supposed to give y'all a song from the album. The song that I'm choosing is No One Else. It's with him and Friday, and I really enjoy it. I feel like it's such a pop like song. A pop code. I just wanted to say pop coded. It's pop coded song. That don't make sense, but I wanted to say it's a pop coded song. I really enjoy the song for what it is. It's one of my favorites off the album, and it's a nice little pop tune, a pop record, and it just gives to me. It makes me happy. It makes me want to dance. It makes me want to get up and groove. I really, truly do enjoy it. But yeah, that's literally it. That's all for me. That's it, man. And that's it for season 2 of the Just For Me and You podcast, y'all. It's a wrap. Oh my God, that's crazy. Be safe, y'all. Be good. Love ya. Bye.